Do you think your political leader, I'm not even saying the presidential ones, the ones around here, care really about what you think about them right now? Are they staying hungry because of your opinion? They're doing what they want to do. And so why do you stop yourself from achieving the things that you've written down because of what will people think about me? And I do not even care who that person is who's thinking about you. That doesn't matter. It can even be your own parent. Does not matter. But yeye ndio anakungoja umpe pesa, alafu anakuambia usianze hiyo biashara. Na atakuja akwambia nataka pesa kutoka kwako. What is that? This is where I want us to start. So in the business that I do right now, this is one of the things that we want to do. And I'm in the impact business. Say impact. Impact. So the business that I do here is on two sides. One, I help people get healthier. And two, I get rid of bugs in your pocket and holes in your pocket. A disease called pocketitis. Ukosefu wa pesa. Those are the two things that I do. So I help people get their physical health back, and I help people get their financial health back. Those are the two things that I do. And that's what wakes me up every morning. To be able to help someone else stop being broke. That's the thing that wakes me up every morning. Because I know the pain of being broke. I know it. I may look good, but this is just the grace of God. Are we together? This is the grace of God. Because one of the things that I will never stop doing is adding income streams in my life. Because one is never enough. Ni kama Farmer's Choice sausage. One is never enough. One income source will never be enough. The average millionaire has 7 income sources. In fact, one of the richest men in the world, a guy called King Solomon, said that you let your bread out on many waters, and then they will come in. And so if you have one income source, please start this one that I am on, a second one. And once you've built this, start a third one. So how do we start this one? There are 2 levels to start it at. Acha tufanye tu hivi. There are 2 levels to start this business. One at 11,000. The second one, which I just, with a few friends, we started helping people to start, is at 56,000. Well, we can start here, okay? One of the things that you get there, the first thing that you get is you get a license to distribute the products that you're buying, okay? So the business is you. The business is not the company. Have you heard me mention a company yet? Because it doesn't matter. And I know sometimes that scares people when I say that. The company does not matter. The person that matters is you. Are we together? It is you building a business. The supplier that we have is a company from the US. The company is called BF Suma. That's a company that supplies us the things that we sell. Okay? They are health supplements. They are natural health supplements. And we are giving them to people because when you go to a doctor, remember what we said about doctors? They want you to be what? But what is my work? To help people regain their physical health back. So my work is to help people stop going to hospital and reduce your medical bills. That's the business that I am in. And so, when you start a business with 11,000, the first thing that you get is a license. A license to be able to sell any of the products. When you're starting off, you do not have to buy all the products. You do not even need to know all the products. Okay? You just need to have the license. You remember kuna mtu alisema hapa nini? So uko na permit. Yani uko na permission from the company which is supplying to represent them. And that is what I'm here to do. The company does not pay me right now to stand in front of you. But because I have a permit, I can go anywhere I want and talk about the company and talk about the products that I sell. Okay? And we'll do some math. So with this, you're able to buy a few products. These products, you can use them yourself. You can now go and resell them. That depends on you. With this, you get a larger amount. Okay? And this is dependent on uko na pesa ngapi kwa mfuko. Sawa sawa? That depends on you. You can actually build your stock with time. Where now you decide, instead of me having to go every time a customer comes, I go and buy something and then get to them, you can decide to add on to your stock. That is the way normal business is done. Sindio? Because we discovered here, you do not need to have stock to start a business. You just need what? Action. I'm going to show you how we can turn this action into 60,000 shillings in a month. Okay? So that by the end of the month, you can actually now buy this stock, even though you started here. And you can even build to where your stock is 500,000. Depends na vile wewe unataka kufanya biashara yako. Or you can even decide, I have just learned this one product or this one package, this is what I'm going to be selling. For instance, in the company we have products that help people who have issues with arthritis. You can just learn that from the person who's introducing you. Learn those products that deal with arthritis, and that's all you sell. We have products that help men get rid of prostate issues, enlarged prostate. So you can learn about that. And the people you deal with are all men. Men above 40 who have issues with prostate, those are the people you deal with. You can decide to deal with issues of ladies who have never had children. Ladies who've had issues with fibroids. Those are the ladies that you deal with. Okay? And you just sell to them. You can decide to deal with issues za watoto, where now you're selling to parents for their children to be able to take care of their issues. You can decide to just deal with people who have cancer and you're helping them. Are we together? So wewe ndio ukishaingia, because those are details that you need on a one-on-one, but we are building a business, you will now sit with someone and they'll explain to you all those products. Because what are we targeting? Those goals that you've written. Tuko pamoja? So now, let me remove this from your mind. We have over 40 products that the company has. There are even others that are coming soon. You don't have to know all of them. But we will train you over time, so that at least you have knowledge about every product. You don't have to be an expert on every product, but at least ujue kuna ile yenye inafanyanga hii, kuna ile inafanyanga hii. And the good thing is, by the way, the person who's introducing you in the business, they also want you to make money. Imagine that personal goal that you have. You can share it with someone else and they'll show you how to get to it. That's what this business is. So can we get into how I turn 11,000 into 60,000? Who would be happy to see that? How to turn 11,000 into 60,000? I should do a video around that. Sindio? How to 5x your money. So let me start there. How much money do I currently have? This is the money you have in your pockets. This is the only time I can allow you to go and borrow. Because you're building something. Okay? never borrow just to eat the money, but you can borrow to start a business. Because hii ni pesa yenye, hata kukikua kubaya aje, utailipa na hiyo job yako. Sawa sawa? So you remember we are starting a business because employment tumesha realize, pesa haitoshi. So I have how much? 11,000. So the first expense, no, I've used the wrong word. The first part of this investment, because it's not an expense, najua pia milisoma CPA na nikaachia katikati. The license is 2,900. How much money do I have left? This is the part where you stop looking at your phone and you go to the calculator app to give me this answer. How much money do I have left? 8,100. 8,100, okay? So from the 8,100, there's a product that I love promoting, which is our immunity booster, which is 7,830. How much am I remaining with? 270. So here you'll just add 27 bob. Ile pesa ya kutoa. Although squeeze ni 29. So that equal 290. So the actual math here is 11,027. So you'll buy the immunity booster and you'll be able to buy our herbal soap. It's called Anatic. It's our herbal soap. Okay? But the math I want to do with you is around this product. Because this immunity product can be given to anyone and everyone. Should I repeat that? It can be given to anyone and everyone. If someone is sick, they need to boost their immunity. If someone is not sick, they need to boost their immunity. Are we together? So haijalishi kama wewe ni mgonjwa ama wewe si mgonjwa, you need to boost your what? Immunity. And they need this product. So whoever introduced you, tell them to tell you about Pure and Broken. Sawa sawa? Whoever you are sitting with, akufunze juu ya hii product. Because this is the product you're going to sell and make money. And even if you decide this is the only product that you sell, you can still make money. Sawa? Hii ingine, soap, ni ya utumie. Usmell vizuri, na ukuwe na skin kama hii yangu, Hii, sawa. It's a herbal soap, but you can decide to sell it as well. So this is also a good money maker. Because I buy at 300, I sell at 500. And I repeat the process. And so you can actually just build your business around this. But there's a reason why I want to talk about this one, because it will get you to your financial goals much faster. Kwa sababu hii sabuni, you can actually try this. Go and sell this soap. Si kuna salons zenye ziko hapa. Badala hizo shampoos wanatumia watumie hii soap. Because it will be much better for the hair. Na ukiuza like what she uses. So ukienda kwa salon utauza 10. Sawa? So you just need 5 salons. Hizo ni 50 of them. 50 times 200 ni ngapi? 10,000 shillings. Salon 5 ukiwauzia hii soap, you make 10K. So usharudisha pesa yako. And the good thing is, naweza pata order, anilipe deposit, niende kwa duka, nikanunue, na nimlete. So I don't need to have the stock with me. Niko na moja nimebeba, hivi. Okay? I have one that I'm carrying that I show you. This is the soap. So you make an order of 10. And you pay me 50%. Sawa. Kwa sababu biashara inafanyangwa hivyo. Si lazima ukuwe na pesa. 50% akikulipa ni 250. Si ndio? Tuko pamoja? 250 times 10. Sawa. In order to buy 10, you need 29.70. So you need to have 470 shillings of your own money to be able to buy 10 soaps, to supply soaps. Alafu unampelekea, alafu anakulipa 2,500 yako. And now you remove your 270, you've made your profit of 2,000 shillings. That is a good 10 minutes of work. Sawa sawa? So you can actually do that. By the way, I'd love, kama hauna do kabisa, ongea na mwenye uko na yeye, ununue soap kwa akaunti yake, enda ufanye hivyo. Until that profit, so you said we need 11,000. So you just look for 5 customers so that now you have 11,000 to follow this. So hakuna excuse ya ati hakuna pesa. It is excuses that we have about money. Because I'm sure hapa saa hizi hata tukitoka hapa, kuna mtu ataingia Naivas na ataspend more than 500. Kukula. Iingie tu kwa tumbo, na ipitie kwa hiyo system inaitwa aje? Digestive system. Alafu iende kwa Embu County Council. But if you just picked that money, you can actually make 11,000 by tomorrow. So you buy your stock of 2 and you go with it. What is the worst that can happen when you go into a salon? What is the worst that can happen? They tell you no. Does it stop you from going to the next one to ask them the same question? No. We are just afraid of being told no. We are afraid of embarrassment. But I'll repeat my question. Are you more scared of being broke, or you are afraid of the opinions of people? Let's get into the math. Leo, nakwambia leo, hata sitahitaji kuitisha altar call. Watu watauliza, sasa tunaanza aje? By the time I'm done with you. This is where we are starting, si ndio? So, my product is 7,830. I sell it for 10,200. That's a recommended retail price. Unaonanga hiyo kwa soda za Coca-Cola? 10,200. Recommended retail price. How much profit do I make? This is the day that your life has changed. How much money am I making? I see my fellow mathematics students in the room. Welcome. Nimekuona ukifanya hiyo hesabu kwa akili. So I see you. And I acknowledge you. Kuna watu lazima waingie kwa calculator. Haina shida. Sawa sawa. Usishtuke. Some of us, we did mathematics to relax. But anyway, that is a story for another day. 2,370 is the profit that I make, okay? By looking for one customer. But I want to help you in moving this a bit faster, okay? So, when I go to a parent to sell to them, there is a word I typically use. I tell them, hii yenye nakuuzia huwa ni ya watoto. Okay? Because, do you have it here with you, Carol? The pure and broken, the small one. I know you typically carry it. Yes. So, the smaller one, I tell them, hii huwa ni ya watoto, because it has 30 capsules in it, and children can actually take it one a day, and it will last them for a month. There is a 60 capsule one, which I now tell them, hii ni ya watu wakubwa. Sawa sawa? So, if I'm a man and I have a family, I need to buy mine, I need to buy for my wife, and I need to buy for my children. So if I have 3 children, I'm buying 3 for the children and 2 for me, so that will get you to your math much faster. But of course, that takes some expertise. And if this is the first time that you're doing it, it is okay if you just sell one. But ujue, this product is very good. So when they buy, if you give it to the man, the wife will start using. Na itaisha haraka. So they'll come again. So don't worry. If it is the wife who is buying, the husband will start saying, na hii ni nini yenye unachukua, and they'll start using. So you'll make money still. So you need to do sales, after sales service. Sawa sawa. This is not the end, but we are doing this smart so that you see, even if it is just one person at a time, you can get to this math. So I've sold my first product. Tuko pamoja hapo. One client, sell to them. I may have talked to 5 people to get that one sale. It's okay. It is normal. Nikikuja leo nikuambie unipea 100,000, labda hauna kwa mfuko, si ndio? But nikienda kwa watu 5 6 naweza anza kupata pesa. Sawa sawa? So it is normal that someone will tell you sio leo. Si hata unafanyanga hivyo. Si ndio? Ukikutana na watu kwa barabara wanakuambia hii belt inakaa poa kwako, unamwambia sio leo. Hizi socks zinakaa poa kwako, unamwambia nini? Sio leo. Hata wewe utaambiwa nini? Sio leo. But do those people stop doing that business because you have told them not today? So why are you stopping business because people have told you no? Have your goals changed? Have your bills changed? So you should be resilient. You should still be doing the business even if 99 people told me no. I'm still going to do it because I believe in what I want to achieve. Because I just need one yes. And after I get that one yes, I try again, looking for the next yes. And some of the people who told me no will still see me, thank you very much, will still see me selling my 2 products. Unajua ukianza hii biashara watu watakuuliza, kwani umeanza ka biashara? Nataka uulize, wewe bado uko kale ka job? Because wewe unaona wewe unafanya ka biashara. Wewe unauliza wewe bado uko kale ka job? This is a product that we are selling. It has 30 capsules in it and we buy it at 78.30 and we sell it for 10,200. The soap that we are selling is this one. We buy it for 297, recommended is 384, but I sell it for 500. Why am I selling it for 500? Because I want to make money. And because I have a financial goal that I have written down saying 2025 was a successful year because I made $1 million a month. So I sell this for higher amount. So I can get to my goals much faster. Because I'm not a Red Cross to sell it to you at the same price that I bought it at. Sindio? Tunafanya biashara. Tuko pamoja hapo. So how much have I made? 2370. Na wewe umeandika hapo unataka 1 million. Tumefika 1 million ama hatujafika? Tuko mbali kidogo, si ndio? Lakini at least I'm closer than I was when I was starting. So what do? I look for other clients. Suppose I get 10 clients. How much profit have I made? Yes? I'm making the mathematics very easy for you. How much have I made? And so someone is asking, na hii pesa naifikia aje? Can I tell you how? We have a shop. Okay? Our shop currently is at the KCB building, room number 217. So I don't need to keep stock. The shop has stock. So what do? I need to look for clients. I need to look for customers. That's what I need to do. And when I look for the customer, I come to Madam here and I tell her my product is how much? Tukue pamoja, how much is my product? 10,200. Sawa sawa. And because in this economy, we have sly customers, wanakwambia lete your product alafu hawanunui, I tell you, my customer, my policy is that I get a 50% deposit as I bring your product. Mmesikia hiyo word nimetumia? Nimesema nini? My policy, jifunze kusema hivyo, my policy is I do a 50% deposit. Customers understand that is normal business policy. And of course, mimi ni mtu wa integrity, so if you give me your deposit, I will actually bring you the product. Okay? So you give me your deposit of 5,000, or I even tell you, this product is 10,200, I need a deposit of 6,000. So I don't really need to have a lot of money. I can actually use my clients' money to give them their products. Okay? Remember you made a profit here? Tuko pamoja? Yes. 6,000 plus this. I'm able to get another product. So si lazima nikuwe na pesa mingi ndio nifanye biashara. Nakwambia our policy is you pay a deposit of 6,000, I'll bring you the product. Unanipea 6,000, naenda nanunua, nakuletea, unanilipa 4,000 yangu, nakuja namwambia our policy is 6,000, unanipea, nakuletea, I make another amount like that. You know I'm giving you an MBA in selling right now. Yes? So that wache kufikiria hii biashara ni ngumu. That is how you do the business. Remove the excuses because we've decided we are moving on the road of results. 23,700. Are we there yet? Not yet. We want to make how much? 60,000. Remember our target for the month is how much? 60,000. Where have we gotten to? 23,700 is 5 married people. Sawa sawa. As you're building, unaacha kuuzia mzee, unawambia, najua wewe utakuwa umesaidika, but I also know your wife would probably need this as well. Would you be open to getting for her as well? Na mwanaume akisikia hiyo, anajua zile bonga points atapata, yani nilijinunulia kitu na pia nikanunulia wife kitu. Makosa pia zinaanza kupungua kwa nyumba kwa sababu ya hiyo. So you get to 23,700. Okay? So if I do this for 20 people, where is my math now? 47,000. Do you remember our banker? Do you remember our banker? Salary yake. So, if you have a job and you do this business, you can be earning 2 salaries. Because you're making money from your employer, and in your free time, you're making the same amount of money that you're bleeding for in your job. And this person, even though I'll not tell them to resign, those thoughts will start coming in their mind. Because naenda job 12 hours a day for 5 days, another 6th day niko job paka saa 6, and I'm making 50,000. Nimetafuta clients in my free time, I'm selling online on my WhatsApp, and I'm making 47,400. I will definitely start thinking about, is this job worth it? Are we together? Because those are normal thoughts. If nipate kitu, by the way, nipate tu kitu yenye na nitengenezea pesa, zenye ninateseka pale kutengeneza, I will always go to the easier option. That is normal human behavior. And so, I make 47,400. This is pure profit. This is not stock. I still have my one product at 78.30, but it is making me this because naenda, nayo, na user, I go back to the shop, I restock. And I go look for another customer, I sell to them, I go back to the shop and restock. That's all I am doing. And that's all you will be doing. And you still are doing this in your own time. Because if you decide to work at 3 a.m., you will work at 3 a.m. It is your business that you're building. If you decide to work at 10 p.m., it is your business that you're doing. If you decide to do it on Sunday morning or Saturday morning, it is your business that you're building. No one is going to tell you, amka uende utengeneze pesa. No. See, this is your own money. This is money getting into your own pocket. And you know the goals that you have. So that's what we are doing. We are building our own business. I've already made 47,400. But on top of that, this supplier of ours called BF Suma comes and says, because you have given our products and moved our products, we are going to pay you something because we have saved something. Are we together? Normally, when a business is doing things, it needs to do all those things that you guys were saying, advertising, rent, all those things a company needs to do in order to move its products. But this company has said, Mimi, I'll just be here waiting for you guys to move my products. Okay? So it does not now go and say, I'm going to advertise, or I'm going to employ salespeople. It doesn't do that. It says, this license that you got allows you to build a business selling our products. And every product that you sell, we will pay you something because you've helped us make money. That is where the money comes from. So you distribute 1,000, we pay you for the 1,000. You distribute 100, we pay you for the 100. And in the company, the terminology that is used is a bonus. It's a bonus payment that you're given. And so the company says,